I'm Chief Road Test Editor Chris Walton here with Inside Line. Today, we're having a little bit of a Corvettepalooza. We've got our long-term 2002 Corvette Z06, and that's what we're starting in right now. And we found out yesterday at the drag strip, it's got plenty of motor, but today we're finding out what it doesn't have is tires. This thing is absolutely a handful on this racetrack. We're at Willow Springs, streets of Willow today. And I'll tell you what, I was just trying to keep this car on the island all day long. Happy to park it when I was done because it was understeering in one corner, oversteering in another corner. But like I said, still has motor, that's for sure. The 02 Z06 goes 0 to 60 in 4.5 seconds and hits the quarter mile in 12.5 seconds at 116 miles per hour. In the slalom, Old School still went through the cones at 68.8 and rounded the skid pad at 0.92 G. With better tires, it could have done better, both at our track and at Willow. So for instance, here in this fairly slow corner, I'm trying to keep the rear end down, and it is all my skill to do it. I mean, the tires are so shot. This car has no business on the racetrack today. Alright, so now we've put the old Z06 to bed, and now we're in the new 2010 Grand Sport, which has some of the new Z06 hardware, and it still has motor. We found out yesterday at the drag strip it's just as fast as the old Z06, but talk about composure. Much more composed, and it's got fresh rubber. The 2010 Grand Sport hit 60 in 4.5 seconds and the quarter mile in 12.5 seconds at 115.1 miles per hour. That's virtually identical to the less powerful but lighter 8-year-old Z06. We found out that one of the really hot features that people are talking about is the exhaust flap. So at right around 3,000 RPM, the exhaust system opens up and it sounds fantastic. In our handling test, the Grand Sport threaded the cones at 69.7 miles per hour and circled the skid pad at 0.98 G. That's just a couple clicks shy of the sports car benchmark of 1 G. I also noticed that this car was not threatening to spin. And I mean, the silver car, understeering in some corners, oversteering in others. This one's far more predictable. I could play with the throttle and let the rear end find a happy place before I rolled on the gas. Just far more composed and a lot easier to drive with a lot more confidence. Alright, so now, here's the moment we've all been waiting for. It's the prototype for the 2011, you can hear it already, the 2011 Z06 with the Z07 package and the carbon package. And this puts it all together. It's got motor, it's got tires, not just any tires, arguably the best tires you can get for a car. Combine that with the power of this thing and the magnetic ride, and it is absolutely an animal on this racetrack. And the 7-liter V8 is absolutely addictive. Just listen to that. And that's only 5,000 RPM. On the drag strip, the Z06 Carbon hit 60 in 4.2 seconds and a quarter mile in 11.8 seconds at 123 miles per hour. So it's a champion here, but it could have been even quicker with different gearing. In the slalom, the Carbon went through the cones at 71.3 miles per hour. And this car pulled 1.04 G's on our skid pad the other day. But listen to that! Oh Christ, it's awesome. And of course, if you want to, you can hang the tail out anytime you want. This wasn't really a comparison test in the usual sense. What it was an excuse to have a hell of a lot of fun on a racetrack with a prototype Vette. Oh yeah, this was also the Vette that kicked the Viper's butt in a burnout contest. We discovered a lot from our few days with these vets old and new, but in the end, we found the 2011 Corvette Z06 Carbon wins before it's even available.